What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Taurean Reloaded channel. If you are new, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and have your notifications set to all so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video or go live. Also, be sure to like, comment, and share this content on your various social media platforms. So today we kind of have an update involving the other half of the little Bonnie and Clyde crew coming out of Volusia. Now, and that's what they called them, not me. Now, if y'all remember, about a year or two ago, you had two PC children escape from this, what I believe is a group home, and went and started to raid this home, this mansion in Florida. And I believe she was 14 at the time, and the boy was 12, I think 12 or 13 at the time. They went and raided this home, started stealing stuff. The alarm tripped. Then they got into a shootout with the police. Now, the last time I spoke about this, the boy, I think they already dealt with him. They already did his little trial, and I think he's doing time in a juvenile detention center now. Now it's on her. And I knew that when it got to her, this is where the issue was going to come up. Because to me, she just struck me as the ringleader. She was the oldest of the two. She was 14. She's 15 now. So she's currently about to be going to trial, and this is by her own choosing. And what I mean by that is she was offered an opportunity to get a plea deal, but she opted to not take the plea deal, basically saying they were going to give her an out, meaning she was only going to do a certain amount of time, and then once she got to a certain age, she would be able to be free. And I think that's what the boy got. He's doing time in some kind of juvenile detention center, and once he gets to a certain age, which I believe is like 21, he'll be released. But she's saying she's not taking the plea deal, which if she's found guilty based on what the judge said, she could face life in prison. But I'm gonna go on and read the article coming from WESH. It says a teenage girl accused of shooting at Volusia County Sheriff's deputies a year ago was in court Wednesday for a pretrial hearing, and Nicole Jackson, now 15, says she wants to go to trial. Jackson is being represented by the public defender's office, and her attorney asked the court for a continuance in her case, which was granted. But now the 15-year-old told the judge at this point she's not interested in a plea deal. And that's very rare, because a lot of times people would take the plea deal, so they probably are shocked that she's saying she doesn't want it. She wants to go to trial. Like, it's almost as if she is certain she wouldn't be found guilty. Now, wouldn't that be something if she is? She would have blew her chance. Jackson was 14 years old when prosecutors say she and a 12-year-old boy ran away from a children's home and broke into an unoccupied house in Osteen, June 1st, 2021. The pair allegedly armed themselves with guns they found and fired at responding sheriff deputies. Jackson was wounded and returned fire, but has since recovered and is charged with attempted murder of a law enforcement officer as an adult. So, Miss Jackson, do you understand that? The judge said in court. Yes, I do, Jackson said. The judge repeatedly asked the teenager if she understood if convicted by a jury at trial, she could face life in prison, which would mean the rest of your natural life would be served in prison. Do you understand that? The judge said. The reason why the judge keeps saying that is because he wants her to understand, look, if you don't take this plea deal that we're giving you, because we're trying to help you out here, because based on your age, even though what you did, if you was an adult, you wouldn't get it. This is a golden opportunity for you to not walk right now, but walk more sooner rather than much later, or not walk at all. They're saying, do you understand that if you do not take this plea deal, we will charge you as an adult. We won't even look at you as if you're 15. We're going to look at you as if you're 18. You're not going to go to a detention center or a juvenile detention center like your comrade. You're going to prison with the adults. That's where you're going. But she's hell bent on sticking with not taking the plea deal. Now, get this. Now, peep what her attorney, her public defender, or her court-appointed attorney just said, or was about to say. I don't think any jury would give a 15-year-old child life in prison. And I'm here to tell that Jean Bailey, who said that, you could not be more wrong if you tried. There have been many instances where children have gone to prison for life for doing stuff like what she did. As a matter of fact, worse, she actually did the minimum by not taking anyone out. But the fact that she has that as a charge, yeah. If you go online, if you go on YouTube, I forgot what the name of the video is. I've seen some reactors react to it like it's like top 10 kids sent to prison for life. Yeah, they don't have a problem sending a 15-year-old to prison for life, especially if she has these federal level charges that are not federal level, these felony level charges. Attempted murder of law enforcement. That's the one major charge right there. Let's not forget that they broke into someone's home. That's a charge. You took their weapons. That's another charge. You fired at law enforcement. Just firing at them was a charge. The fact that she hit one of them, attempted, that's another charge. This girl has so many charges against her. They're trying to help her out, but she's refusing to take it. And the person who's representing her is saying, I don't think anyone would sentence a 15-year-old child to life. If they're going to sentence her as an adult, they're not going to see her as a child. So don't be so sure about that. And I won't be surprised if a tune changes later on. But the thing is, once that thing is pretty much locked in, it's pretty much locked in. But they'll probably try to change it. Like I said, the judge is trying to actually help her out, but she's not budging. And this is based on her own take as a 15-year-old. But hey, she's certain that they won't charge, that they won't censor. And who knows, they may not find her guilty. But if they do, y'all might get a triple P out of me for that. I'm just saying. Bailey of Dellon has taken an interest in Nicole Jackson, has been corresponding with her, talking on the phone and buying her clothes. Bailey thinks many have failed Jackson, who has documented mental health issues, and supports Jackson's effort to take her chance with a jury. I think that's one, she's overcharged, and I think she has a better chance at a trial with normal people like you and me, Bailey said. The judge encouraged Jackson to work together with her attorney and consider what is at stake. See, the thing is, the judge knows what could possibly happen here. He or the judge knows that if she gets in front of a jury, it's a wrap. Because the thing is, when you look at the details of this case and this situation that happened over almost a year ago, nothing works in her favor. You got to think, if her comrade, the boy, took the plea deal and they got him up out of the way, what makes you think that you're taking a chance with a jury? And mind you, he's locked up now in the detention center. What makes her think that she's going to walk away from this altogether and not be hit with any kind of jail time at all, detention center or not? Remember, she was the ringleader of this. She was the one that pretty much persuaded him to come along. She was the oldest one. They're going to look at her as the ringleader because she was the oldest. So they're going to look at her as the person who baited this boy into going. Again, if he got time in a detention center while taking a plea deal, what makes her think that not taking the plea deal and getting in front of a jury that she will be found not guilty? What are the odds of that? For once, I might actually be shocked by that. Because it's not like he got let go. It's not like he's back at a home or whatever. He's in a detention center until he's like 21. So he's in there for, the next few, it'll be closer to 2030 by the time he gets out. I'll put it like that. But if she goes down this route and she's found guilty, yeah, and they send her up the river for life, possibly, she's never getting out. And she's going into a hardcore prison. They might put her in Gen Pop. Who knows? They wouldn't care. But for her representative to sit and come out of her mouth and say, no jury will sentence a 12-year-old to life in prison, that is a lie. And she's feeding her client a pipe dream. Quite honestly. That to me is a bad representative, but hey, this is not my case. I feel nothing either way. But all I'm going to say is this. If this girl is found guilty and she goes to a jury trial, I'm striking up them violins. I'm just saying, it is what it is. It is such it ends off saying she set another pretrial for July 6th, and if Jackson still wants a jury trial, a date could be set then. So they're basically giving her another opportunity to change her mind. They said, okay, we're going to give you about a little less than a month to change your mind. And if your mind is still made up at this time, then we will move forward. If you want to change it, then we'll send you to the same place we sent your little friend. So they're letting her sleep on it for about a month, but they're giving her the option. I don't think she realizes how good she has it made to even have an option. But I think the person representing her is doing her a disservice. Like I said, I don't care either way. I'll just say this. I highly doubt she's going to walk from it, because they think that she literally feels she's going to be found not guilty. I'm here to tell her that you're very guilty. You're very, very guilty. And that's my take on it.